Usual. It's whatever. Hey. Okay, so we are going to go Aries through Pisces for the weekly reading as usual. I'm going to get my cards ready. Say hey to me if you're in here. I'm feeling lovely today. The sun is out. This whole week is looking really good weather-wise, so I'm really looking forward to it. We got a full moon coming up on Tuesday, depending on where you're at in the world. Of course, it's Taurus season, but the full moon's in Scorpio. So that's an interesting dynamic right there. Might have some intense emotions come up. Your intuition might be heightened. And you just might feel like indulging a little bit. You know, being a little bit indulgent, nothing wrong with that, right? That's that Taurus vibe. Tauruses love a good meal and a good blanket. Good relaxation. So if you got Taurus in your chart, or even if you don't, you might still be feeling that energy, all right? So, yes, that's what I have been kind of feeling. Last week, I feel like the energy plummeted for a lot of us. I felt like I went back in time. Not only did the weather go backwards where I'm at, but my energy went backwards. Like I was feeling so freaking tired and I don't know, not really like myself. But I felt that energy lift this morning, and so I think we've got some new stuff coming in, especially with the full moon. So if you've been feeling a little bleh, it's gonna lift. Don't worry. All right, so here's how this works. We're gonna go through each zodiac sign. I like to meditate before each zodiac sign to get channeled messages and to clear my energy. If you meditate, you can certainly send me your energy through meditation, but if you don't, you can just talk in the chat during those few minutes. I'm going to use my singing bowl to get us started. I'm trying to figure out which cards look good to me. I've been liking these, even though these are my oldest deck and probably the most worn deck. But also, I started doing tarot with this deck, and I don't know, I've been feeling it lately. So I think I'm going to use the traditional tarot here and this deck for the person you're dealing with. Overall messages with these, and let's go. Actually, you know what? I have another deck I want to use. Hold on a second. Hold, please. Oh, where is it? Oh, goodness gracious. I have no idea where it's at. Is it over there? Okay, I guess I won't use that deck. Oh, well. All right, never mind. I don't think I have any moderators here. One of my moderators is taking a break from YouTube. So does anybody want to be a moderator today? Anybody that follows me routinely? Would you mind moderating for me? Let me know before I get started. I'm going to clear the air real quick. Okay. Thank you, Infinite. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop there, but appreciate it. You could be a moderator today. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Yes, darling. First up is Aries. That was really quick, Aries. So I feel like what they showed me in the meditation was a crown, literally, not even figuratively, a crown. Some of you are, king or queen of your universe, or putting back on your crown, reclaiming your status, reclaiming your power. Some of you might be in a power position this week, or you might be a boss, something like that, or dealing with one. It was very masculine Aries energy, but even if you're a feminine, I feel you might be tapping into this really powerful. Oh, okay. Some of you felt misunderstood, or you're feeling misunderstood, and this is a way to gain your power back. I heard power play. Some of you are doing a power play. Or if someone did a power play on you, you're reclaiming your power, is what I'm feeling. You know that song with Rihanna where she puts on her crown? That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's that type of vibes, Um, and I've had a Dua Lipa song in my head since I woke up this morning, and it came through when I was meditating for Aries. And it's, I can't remember the name of it, but the lyric is, "Don't stop now. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you'll know how. Don't start caring about me now." That one. Work, work. So, first of all, I freaking love that song. I don't know what Dua Lipa's zodiac sign is. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a fire sign. She kind of seems like it, but that's a song that I have coming through. Take it or leave it. It resonates, it doesn't. All right. So let's see, Aries, what messages we're getting out for you. You have suppression and projection. So some of you have been feeling suppressed in the energy, and this is what this is about, like reclaiming your power in a situation, letting go of things that have you feeling trapped, have you feeling suppressed. If you've been suppressing a lot of emotion, FYI, you are projecting that onto another person. So some of you have some emotions going on that you've suppressed, and you're taking it out on someone, and it's not even about that person. So be cautious of that. Some of you have a person maybe doing that to you, that are projecting their own problems onto you, projecting their own opinions onto you. And maybe for a while you've absorbed that and you accepted that as your reality, but there's this strong push from spirit to be like, no, 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 no. Okay, that how you feel about me is wholly about how you feel about yourself, and to not allow other people's projections of who they think we are to define who we are. I mean, you want to take feedback, okay? So you don't want to be completely closed off to what people have to say, but you have to bounce it off against your own inner being and ask yourself, is that an accurate depiction of how I feel about myself? And if not, discard it, after you evaluate it. If it doesn't sit right with you, then don't take it personal, discard it, walk away, like the song says. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here for you, Aries, as we come into this week. Be careful, like I said, about projecting your own insecurities as well. So some of you, especially if you're having some internal battles going on, or you're feeling suppressed, make sure that you are not projecting, or taking it out on another when it's not really about that person. It's about something much deeper, all right? So some cautions, but also some encouragement to empower yourself, I feel. You have the 9 of Cups, which is blessings. So you've got good emotional stuff coming in here, okay? 9 of Cups is satisfaction, feeling blessed, feeling like emotionally that you're fulfilled, okay? So I feel like once this suppression and projection energy dissipates, then there is a blessing here, a blessing in disguise for some of you that's going to help to like calm down the intensity and bring a little bit more balance into the situation. Is kind of what I'm feeling here. So, yeah. Actually, I don't think I want to use these cards. I've been trying to keep my weeklies a little bit more to the point because I've been going for too long. So I think I'm going to go straight to the tarot now. All right, so let's get a little bit more specific for you, Aries. Oh, my hair is sticking up over here. Get out. Sorry, ADD. All right, let's get 2 cards out for my Aries. So you've got the King of Swords here and Temperance. This is really strong-willed energy, and this is kind of the image I saw in my mind. This card reminds me of Aries. It's the King of Wands. It's at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess under that. So I just get this really serious tone here, you know, maybe even overthinking, overanalyzing. They gave me the word overcritical. I don't know if you're being overcritical of a situation, of yourself, of another person, but it's coming from suppressed emotion. So just be aware that it's much deeper than what you think it is. All right, Aries. And this week might require you to do some like shadow work almost, to reclaim your independence, reclaim your fire, your creativity. There's a really strong independent vibe showing up for you, you know, after careful consideration. So you might have taken something under careful consideration, something that you might have been suppressing for a while, maybe even projecting a little bit in. And then after that consideration period, I feel like, okay, you're ready to go in action period and into an action oriented energy. And this is really about self-love and, like I said, claiming freedom, claiming independence, being smart about things as opposed to impulsive, right? Because there is a bit of impulsivity here because the energy is so intense, especially if you have Scorpio or Taurus placements. This might really be intense for you, okay? Just because of all the astrological things going on. So just be aware of that. I heard confidence boost. Some of you are getting a confidence boost this upcoming week. So that'll be nice added addition, right? Some of you might straight up be dealing with an air sign or a Sagittarius where there's suppressed emotions or some sort of projecting going on there. But take the blessing and the lesson if that's the case. All right, take the blessing and the lesson. That's what they're giving me. So 1 card for the person Aries is dealing with, 6 of emotion. This person is stuck on the past, you know, reminiscing about the past. You could have past history with this person or have known this person for a long time. I feel like this is the situation or relationship where there's some sort of projection going on here, okay? This person projecting their past pain onto the connection, you kind of projecting something you've suppressed onto this person, and you see how that works, how that is intertwined with one another. But overall, the message is there's a blessing here, all right? Or emotional satisfaction coming in for the both of you or in regards to this connection. This person's stuck on something, you know, and really wanting the past to return or something about they're stuck in the past. I don't know how else to tell you that. Needing to emotionally kind of distance themselves, or they might be emotionally distancing themselves, but for some of you, this person might be stuck on you, all right? Because I heard stuck on you, stuck like glue. Is that a commercial? I'm not really sure. Anyways, could be dealing with air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius. And possibly fire if this isn't your energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Does anybody know what Dua Lipa's birth or zodiac sign is? Out of curiosity. Do you know? Okay. If you know, let me know. Let's go to Taurus. Happy birthday season to my Tauruses. Go Taurus. It's your birthday. Go Taurus. It's your birthday. Is she a Leo? I figured she was a fire sign. She's kind of feisty, that one. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. Okay, so Taurus. Let me meditate real quick. All right, that was kind of random. So, Taurus, I saw someone setting up equipment. Some of you might literally be setting up equipment or in a band or know someone in a band or something. Or they were showing me like lighting and microphones and equipment. Yeah. So, that's like super specific. I can't imagine all of you are setting up some sort of equipment, but that's the image they showed me, so it must resonate with a lot of you. For others, it's not so practical. It's more of a symbolic message about getting your voice out, getting your voice heard, is what they were telling me. So, not being afraid to share your thoughts and being heard, wanting to be heard in the energy. Okay, so, and I got this in. I did a bonus reading on my Facebook. I was going to do it on YouTube, but I decided just to do it for Facebook. They were just little mini reads. And that's kind of the message I got for Taurus, right? Is to allow your voice to be heard, not allow your voice to be suppressed. And I even got, no, that was for Leo. Some of you might be connecting with the Leo. It was a song from Madonna, Express Yourself. But I just feel, yeah. Take it or leave it. That's kind of the messages that I'm getting. And for some reason, they kept showing me something with three prongs. Three prongs. Whether it's like a pitchfork or, you know, when you set up a tripod like that, or when you plug something in, three prongs. I don't know. It seems so random, right? I guess if that's validation for you, this reading is gonna have something specific in it for you, all right? If not, don't worry about it. So the cards that you got are slowing down and patience, which this card is Taurus energy in this deck. So you know, don't be in a rush this week. Take it one day at a time. You know, slow down a bit in the energy. If things have really sped up, you might be wanting to use your Sunday or your day off this week to kind of slow down and get some things that you've been putting off done. This is like giving yourself time for self-care, for reinvesting your time and energy into your physical well-being as well. You've got something ready to come to fruition here. All right. And it may feel like this has taken forever, but something you've had your heart set on, a goal that you've had in mind for, let's say, about the past 8 to 9 months. You might be seeing some development in that situation, in that connection, and whatever this is for you. All right. Because I feel like you had to be patient while kind of universe put things together that you had asked for, but things are getting ready to come to fruition, especially because it's Taurus season. There's a stellium in Taurus till May 5th, and there's a full moon this week. So if you do full moon rituals, if you don't do full moon rituals, this is a good time to start full moon rituals and to set your intention, all right? And you might see something come to develop this upcoming week that you've been waiting for. So be on the lookout for that, Taurus. So yeah, success. You've got the World card here. So there's a successful completion here, feeling successful, something coming full circle, feeling on top of the world. Your energy might upkick if you've been really kind of meh, kind of slow to move. You know, taking some time off for yourself. I feel like after that period of time, because each of you are on different timelines, the energy is going to speed up. All right. And something's coming to completion this upcoming week. So I'm really liking that energy for my Taurus people. Some of you might be dealing with Pisces, but you could also be dealing with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. It's a general read, so take it as it resonates. But it's like, use your imagination, Taurus. Use your imagination. You know, allow yourself to really explore all of the potentials that are available to you. That's really key to manifesting what you want, because you got to allow your brain to think it, to feel it, to believe it before it can even come to fruition. Because a thought that's never been thought has no power, right? And so the power of our imagination is well beyond what we think it is, right? So if you have the power to dream it, you've got the power to make it happen. So use that to your advantage. A really spiritual and emotional energy coming in as well, especially during the full moon. So you might be feeling a little bit more emotional next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it's really highlighting healing energies, empathy, compassion, bringing that into your heart, bringing that into your energy space. So 2 cards for Taurus. Justice. Ooh, and the 2 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune here. So some of you might quite literally be getting justice within a connection with the Libra in particular, or a Pisces, but doesn't have to be. And or there's a connection that's, you're getting some sort of balance or justice in this week, which is like really beautiful. If you're not connecting with another person, this is finding balance between like the demands of the world on you and your spiritual self, and finding you know, sometimes the world wants to push us around and tell us what our schedules are and how we should feel and how we should live. And it's important every once in a while, Taurus, that you push back a little bit, you know, and create your own boundaries of what you will tolerate, what you'll participate in, and what you won't, you know, especially when it comes to social functions. Sometimes it could feel like a lot of pressure to always show up and to be at a certain place or be there for someone else. But if you're not in that space of, you know, having the energy to do that, respect your own boundaries, you know, and understand that your well-being has to come first in order for things to balance out within a relationship or within your life. So I feel like this is regaining that energy, and like by proxy of you doing that, you somehow create a balance within relationships or one specific relationship, okay? Whoever you're connecting with is going through an awakening energy. So this person is really waking up to how they're feeling. You know, they're also being really spiritually guided. They may also feel a heightened emotional energy come in, especially if you're dealing with a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. That's allowing them to kind of heal some things within their heart chakra, to have more compassion for themselves. And this has been a long time coming, I feel. So there's something fruitful coming into fruition this week, and it could simply be energetically feeling good, you know, and isn't that the best reward? Or it could be something as tangible as finding peace and balance within a relationship, okay? So be on the lookout for that, Taurus. I'm loving that for you. You've got Sagittarius energy here, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius, another Taurus, Leo, Scorpio vibes. But it could be any zodiac sign. This is a general read. Okay. Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, I got an image of a pyramid. It actually kind of looks kind of similar to this trinket, but it was more shaped like a pyramid. And then I heard, for some of you, watch out for a pyramid scheme. Where they there's all over Facebook pyramid schemes where you can make money by selling our product, but then you end up like buying more of the product than you sell. This is really specific, okay? If you're in that group, like be cautious of that because you might be putting more energy than it's worth and then like you're getting out, okay? Thank you for the $9.99, Angela. If it's not about a pyramid scheme, then it's just talking about like the triangulation of an energy, okay? So it's almost like they're showing me like going back and forth, but then coming back to the same original thought. So you might have a lot of back and forth thinking going on, or a lot of turning in the energy, because they also showed me a double helix, a DNA helix, and it was turning and twisting like this. All right. So this could be talking about genetics, quite literally. Some of you might be like looking up your genetics, or you might benefit from that, or something about a family genetic trait. All right. Take it or leave it. For others of you, it's just talking about like, kind of going through a same or a similar situation, even though you've grown, things have changed, times have changed, but yet still coming back to the same energy or kind of experiencing the same or similar experiences through different situations, right? And that often happens when we haven't really gotten our mind around something, that we repeat the past somewhat. And I'm not saying you're going to repeat the past, although I think it's a good possibility during the full moon. But it energetically might come back up to the surface for a few of you. Just things you thought you let go of showing up in other people, like, have you ever let go of a relationship only to call in another relationship? That person's almost identical, like energetically speaking, to the person prior. It's like that, or like you leave a job because you're looking for something else, and then you get into the new job and you find out it's got a lot of the same stuff that you were trying to get away from in the first place, or something like that, showing up energetically, and you're recognizing like, why is this repeating, why is this coming back around? And usually it's because you really didn't deal with it or solve it within yourself, and so you attract where you're at vibrationally. And so if you haven't really done the vibrational work on yourself, you keep attracting more things like that. So something to take a look at if you're noticing that in the environment, or you're seeing that, play out in your life these next week or so, next few weeks or so. And others of you, it's really as literal as something about your genetics, genetic testing. Some of you might be getting genetic testing, I'm not really sure. Or something about your DNA, DNA testing, that type of stuff, all right? So take it as specific or as general as you want. That's the messages I have. So some of you got some outside stress, okay, going on, or you've got someone in your energy that may be feeling left out on the outside, having some stress that is, wow, I just had massive ringing in my ear. Okay, so for some of you, I'm being called back to the original message about the DNA helix. It could be someone you're dealing with. May not be you. Someone you're dealing with going through something like that. Okay, side note. Anyways, it's just like, I get this feeling, Gemini, that sometimes some of you feel like the lone sheep, or the black wolf, or the black sheep. Take it as it resonates. Feeling like you don't belong at times, getting stressed out, allowing yourself to stress over things that are, I don't want to say within your control to change, and Spirit really encouraging you to move away from that energy, all right? Nothing wrong with standing out from the crowd and being unique. And if that's you, you need to embrace that. Some of you could be dealing with someone that feels like the outsider. If it isn't you, then you're dealing with someone who, proclaims they are the outsider or the rebel, but there might be a lot of stress around this person's energy, or this person might stress you out, and you may want to, I heard pop their bubble, pop the bubble. I got this message for Scorpio a few weeks ago. Somebody getting their bubble burst. I'm not really caring for that energy. Let me clarify that. Two of Pentacles. So if you or someone you're dealing with has been juggling too many obligations, too many people for some of you, that bubble's about to burst. Okay, so we can only keep things up in the air for so long before we got to let something drop, right? And somebody might be dropping the ball this week, and it might be someone you're dealing with, or it could be you if you're in that energy. But it's just like something's got to give, because now they're giving me a song. 1, something's wrong with me. 2, something's got to give. It's a hard rock. I'm sorry, I'm not like a alternative rock singer, but it's like something's got to give. That's the lyric. That song, like they scream in it. It's like you may feel like screaming or something at times. Who knows the name of that song? 1. That's a good song to release some anger or frustration on. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's not go literally there, but sometimes music's therapeutic. It can help us get our frustrations out. Yeah, the song is Let the Bodies. Woo, Gemini, you might be feeling, some angst. Or you just might like that song, All right, or you're dealing with someone like that. So, King of Cups, Ace of Wands. Wow. A little bit out of your wheelhouse here, I'm feeling. Now, some of you could literally be dealing with a water sign that you've got a lot of intense energy around. They may stress you out, but they also may be very attractive to you, okay? Or a fire sign. For others of you, this is your energy and it's you getting fired up, and it's like something's got to give, right? And you could fuel this in a healthy way. You could have this fueling your willpower, your desire, your creativity, or it could turn into angst. It could turn into anger. You might want to watch your temper, because this is quite an emotional energy right here, especially if you've had too much on your plate and you're feeling a little stressed out to the max. The Scorpio full moon might bring out that angsty energy. So you're just going to want to be aware of that, Gemini. Okay. Let's see this person's energy. They're really encouraging you to, best that you can, to focus on the practical environment here. Focus on your daily rituals, your health, your everyday habits. That's going to help you keep grounded in this energy, all right? Because I feel the energy is really intense right now, or will be this week. Especially if you got water in your sun, moon, or rising, or Virgo. Let's see who you're dealing with. This person has the 5 of Inspiration, 10 of Voices. This person's having to do some self-reflection, okay? And they may be currently in that energy, or that's what the energy is pushing them towards, is to self-reflect, to stop projecting as well. For some of you, sorry, I got all this air running through me now. For some of you, you might be dealing with an Aries, because they got the projection card, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like this person might have a tendency of projecting their own feelings onto other people, and that may really stress you out or make you feel like misunderstood or vice versa. But there needs to be like some self-reflection, or this person's going through this period of time where they're really self-reflecting. And most importantly, self-reflecting on how they kind of contribute to their own internal conflict, or conflict that they create in the environment by simply thinking they can take on more than they can and then getting stressed out and then projecting that onto another, all right, or onto you, Gemini, and you might have had enough of that, and something's got to give, like that. Or the roles could be reversed. Feel free to reverse them. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of intensity, but it's really going to be up to you if that works for you or works against you. That's where your free will comes in. So how do you want to channel this emotion, Gemini? That's the question to ask yourself this week. You could be dealing with, like I said, water or fire most predominantly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I also have Virgo and Aries here. So that was Gemini. Now we're going to go to Cancer. Whew, so I fix my hair. I don't know why I keep getting birthday images for Cancer when we're in Taurus season. And then some of you might be celebrating someone else's birthday that's close to you. And or there's an interest in baking. I don't know if some of you Cancers like to bake or someone's baking you something. They showed me a mixer, like a mixing bowl, and then someone icing a cake. That's really specific, take it or leave it. But I got a same or similar message in the last weekly, which I think is so bizarre. If it's not literally about someone's birthday, it's just like comfort food, comfort eating, comfort cooking. That might be in your wheelhouse. You might have spent some time doing that this weekend or this upcoming week. That may help to comfort your energy, is to kind of comfort eat, which is okay, everything in moderation, right? We need to soothe our energy, and sometimes that helps to soothe us, right? Especially if you've not been feeling physically, mentally, or emotionally well. It's all about just soothing that energy, allowing yourself some comfort, whatever this is. I heard nostalgia as well to come in. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And it's just weird. And then they also showed me the number 5. It actually looked like a balloon with the number 5. I don't know if the number 5 is significant to some of you, but take it or leave it. To me, 5s in numerology, 555, can sometimes represent, big changes coming, possible conflicts. So just be aware of that. But the number 5 is what I got. So wait. Which number zodiac sign is number 5? What's the 5th house? Is that Leo energy? Yeah, some of you could be dealing with a Leo energy or be on the cusp of Leo as well. All right, so let's see. You've got the card of clinging to the past. Didn't I just say I got nostalgia energy and patience? So some of you, yeah, the past may be resurfacing emotionally, actually, physically, but it's like needing to let go of the past or getting stuck in your head about like past events, replaying things in your head. I should have said that. I should have done that. You know, I wonder how this person saw it. Like spending too much time role playing in your head might be an issue. So spirit really encouraging you. That may be why they want you to bake a cake. You know, because it takes focus to bake or to cook. It almost requires your brain to be distracted, and so those distractions might be good for you, especially if you like to bake or cook. I don't know. If not, then any activity that helps you to refocus your brain so you don't get all caught up in there. This week requires some patience. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. This is my self-care card. Again, self-care. Oh my gosh. And this is the card number 5. Number 5. Didn't I say I got that image? This is card number 7 here for patience. So, I got the same song I got in Aries last week. Take time with a wounded hand, because it likes to heal. That song may be significant. Some of you might be connecting or have Aries placements. And if this isn't you, you might be dealing with someone that's all in their head, stuck in the past, you know, and just this situation requiring some patience on your behalf, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling. Ah! Oh, I can't take that many. Thank you for the 1999 Reborn Soul vibes. Aw. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. This is funny because this card was trying to come out and I put it back in and came out again. It's the card of 4 of Cups. It's the indifference card, needing to separate yourself from the past emotionally. Place some distance there. Be patient. All good things come in due time. You know, allow yourself some time to take care of yourself. If you've been pushing yourself beyond your limits, you know, you might need to take some time off to do some self-care. All right. So let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to give that a few shuffles. You got the second house here. Ooh, the 9 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's all stuck up in their head. Some of you might even be having like physical pain or ailments. If so, that is your sign to take a break. Stop pushing yourself so hard. Take time to take care of yourself. They keep giving me that song. Take time with a wounded hand. And the healing card at the bottom. This is kind of the surrender energy. It's like when things get too much or too much for you to handle, sometimes it's best just to lay your sword down or surrender in the energy and just give yourself the okay to not be okay, or give yourself the okay to take a break when you need it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when we have, you know, a bad day or we're not feeling at our best, we tend to, as human beings, want to push ourselves to make the best of it and be happy anyways and go to work anyways and do this anyways. And it's like, you're not benefiting from doing that. You're only deteriorating your energy more. And so Spirit is saying, like, don't push yourself beyond your limits, Cancer. You know, take time for yourself and don't be hard on yourself if that's what you need to do, you know. Because first of all, your mental, emotional, and physical well-being will really benefit from it. And it's like, whatever you're clinging to from the past is not really helping you at this point. So somehow finding a way to detach from that and be a little patient in the energy and slow your roll is the word they gave me. Slow your roll. Some of you are like to this point where it's just, yeah, you pushed yourself beyond your limits and now you're just like, I give up. And that's exactly what the guidance is to let go, surrender, put your defenses down, stop, lower the wall and allow yourself time. This is my Wounded Warrior card. I'm feeling heavily this is your energy, but it could be someone you're dealing with. If it's someone you're dealing with that you've been stuck in your head about, you may want to lower your defenses to allow some new energy to come in. Or you give up on it. Not forever, but temporarily, just be like, ugh, I can't think about this anymore, Person you're connecting with is the Strength card. Could be a Leo, but doesn't have to be. This person is a bit closed off in the energy. They're really contemplating about how they're feeling. This person is taking their time, I feel. You might have had cycles with this person, or this person might just be kind of reliving things in their own heart and their own mind. You could have past energy with this person. I feel this person, whoever you're connecting with, is really strong-willed, which may have you feeling like you want to I don't want to say allow them control, but if you've been trying to overpower this person or this energy, it's just draining you because this person's kind of unbudgeable at the moment. And so it might be better for you just to release the need for that right now and kind of detach a little bit so that you can regain your energy. This is a good time, FYI, to focus on your finances, though, in your material world. And some of you are getting so caught up in your head, the practical world might be needing attention, but your attention is elsewhere. Some of you might be stressing out about finances, okay? But it's like, I feel it's more about a relationship, and take it as it resonates. It's like Spirit's encouragement is to let it be what it is. As difficult as that sounds, kind of let your focus go away from that right now. Soothe yourself the best you can in the energy. Start putting some more time and energy into things that give you comfort. And you're going to bounce right back out of this energy, no worry, right? Because there's healing and hope here. And then some sort of like boost of energy coming here. This person may also be a bit emotionally detached or aloof during this time frame, all right? So you could be dealing literally with a Leo or Aquarius. Second house is Taurus energy. Could be Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini. For a few of you, water. Okay. We all have moments like that, Cancer. Where we're just like, ugh, I give up. And that's okay. That's okay. I heard you'll have the strength to fight another day. Not to worry. All right, so Leo. Leo. So, Leo, I got images of a tightrope, And the song Tightrope. Tightrope came through by LP. Sorry, the song is playing in the back of my mind. She says, oh, I love that song. Take a chance. We can dance up in mid-air. We could die, but I don't care. On that tightrope. Never know. It's about taking chances because you never know. That's what that song is about. It's like, yeah, it's risky, but hey, you never know. And how you gonna know if you don't walk the tightrope? You know, like not being afraid of losing, not being afraid, period. You know, taking fear out of the equation and just allowing yourself to have whatever experiences that you want to have and being free in the energy. And I heard stop clowning around. Some of you might be in your more playful Leo-like energy, all right? Or you could be dealing with someone that they just play too much, okay? But at the same time, I feel a playfulness vibe here for you, Leo. So some of you are just like, hey, you know, I'll walk that tightrope. Like, I want that experience. I want to feel energized. I want to feel playful. You know, humor is really important to tap into, especially during this upcoming week, Leo. But yeah, I guess like you'll never know if you don't try, you know. And so we didn't come to this body and to this human experience to be a bump on a log, right? We came to experience, we came to fly, we came to try. And there's no wrong way to go about it. Yeah. So, Leo. Wow, I got way too many cards here. So there might be, you might have been a little bit closed off or dealing with someone who just kind of has a really pessimistic type of energy. Let me talk to you as if this is you first, and then we'll relate it. Some of you have been a little bit closed off, maybe a little bit sarcastic. You know, you might have been really utilizing your Leo sarcasm, which I think Leos are the best at sarcasm, but Leos and really any fire sign and Scorpios. But, you know, you might have had your walls up and just like, don't mess with me type of energy, maybe feeling a bit exhausted. You might have time periods this upcoming week where you just kind of want to close yourself off. You might be feeling a bit mentally exhausted, you know. And if it's not you, you could be dealing with someone like that. That's just a little bit selfish, a little bit closed off. They might be exhausted or exhausting you. Somehow you're connected to this person if it's someone else. And like energetically, it impacts your energy when they're not feeling well. So if you're spiritually tied to someone and they've been in this exhausted energy, you might have been feeling it as well, just simply because your attachment spiritually and emotionally with this person, where it's like feeding off of that energy or feeling it, even if you're not physically near them, you know? But I feel like whether this is you or someone else, the encouragement was to kind of come out of that, be more playful, take some chances, you know, not to let this get the best of you, to uplift your own energy, Leo. So let's see. You. Page of Pentacles. That's that new energy coming through, okay, during Taurus season, especially from now through May 5th, and especially if you have Taurus in your chart. But This is like luck being on your side, balance coming in, you know, having an opportunity to begin again, to be more playful. I just keep getting the message, it's all connected, we're all connected. Oh gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna have to close my window. There's a humongous moving truck outside my door. Great. My neighbors just sold their house. I've got people moving in. Hopefully my dogs don't go crazy. So you've got Mars energy here. This is the willpower. This is the intimacy. This is the intensity. This is the desire, like almost boiling up with inside of you, okay? From inside of you. It's a bit of an exciting energy, but it can also pack a heavy punch if you're not careful. And if you're still stuck in the miser and the exhaustion, and you're trying to overpower that exhaustion, it may just turn into frustration and anger. Because when we try to overdo it, when we're not truly feeling it, it turns into frustration and anger. So be careful of that. You know, or you could be dealing with somebody that has like really heavy mood swings, like I said, and it impacts your energy somehow. But there's some sort of new opportunity showing up. This could be in finances and maybe related to a different area of your life. You might get a lucky break for some of you. I'm gonna have to pause here in a minute. Ooh, we should spy on my new neighbors. I've been really excited to see who bought this house next to me because I love new neighbors. I'm hoping that they could be my friends. Is that an Aquarius thing? I'm not sure. I'm like, please be my age. Please be my age. That's a side note. Anyways, Leo. You've got 9 of Cups. Whoa, 10 of Swords. What the world? Don't overdo it. That's all this is. It sounds so much more intense than it really is going to pan out, I feel. But just don't overdo it. Don't push yourself when you don't feel good. Don't try and be happy when you're not genuinely feeling happy. You know, don't overextend yourself when you don't have the energy, because you're going to end up depleted at the end of the day. This is, for some of you, overindulgence, especially if you drink. Okay, but it could be overindulgence of anything, but it's going to deplete you. So be careful of that. Some of you have an ending that's happening, but you're happy about it because you've wanted your freedom, and you know, this is allowing you to have that. All right. Some of you, there's a bunch of different groups of you. I'm sorry. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of you have an ending here and you're pretending to be happy about it, but you're actually kind of overwhelmed with it. You know, like, this is for my Leos who have just recently went through an ending or a breakup. And you know, sometimes out of spite, you'll be like, yeah, I was better off anyways. But deep down inside, you're like hurting, you know. That could be going on with you or someone you're connecting with, you know. And if that resonates, then take it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But it's that exhaustion showing up again because of overdoing it. So just be cautious of that. How do you flip that energy around? Balance. You know, balance is really key. Moderation. And only taking on what you feel is going to contribute to your well-being and leaving out all the rest. Thank you for the $15, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Let's see, person you're connecting with. This is the King of Pentacles in this deck, Page of Voices. So this person is opening some new doors, some new chapters in their life right now. They might have been feeling two different ways about the situation or the connection, but I feel like this person is sticking to whatever they've decided is right for them, ready to walk into a new chapter of their life or this connection, but someone here is exhausted with it. You know, if it's not in regards to this connection, this person is just firmly planted where they're at. And I don't feel like there's going to be any budge in that, you know, during this time frame. I heard firmly rooted in their beliefs. So if you have exhausted yourself trying to make someone see something from your point of view, or you're tempted to do that, don't waste your energy, Leo, because this person's pretty firmly rooted, and I feel like it would just exhaust you. And, you know, don't do that to yourself, because on, like I said, on the flip side of this, Leo, there's emotional satisfaction here to be had, something to celebrate, luck on your side, but it's all in how you channel the energy. If you take on too much, you push yourself beyond your limits, you're going to end up exhausted. So that part's up to you. Could be dealing with an Aries, Virgo, Taurus energy here, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Oh, and go check out that song, Tightrope. You might like that song. I think I missed a super chat, so let me see who that was real quick, and then we're going to go to Virgo. Take a chance, we can dance up in mid-air. Walk slow and low on a tightrope. You never know. That song, Leo, is about the chances you don't take. Ooh, go check out that song. Let me see. Sorry, I missed a super chat and I don't want to. I said thank you. Thank you, New Moon in Cancer, for the $4.99. All right, Virgo. Ooh. So, Virgo, I got shielding yourself. They showed me someone shielding themselves or wanting to shield themselves, which I take symbolically as like wanting to avoid. Maybe I heard avoid confrontation for some of you, or avoid an emotion. You know, shielding yourself from something you don't want to see or you don't want to take part in. Some of you may be shielding someone else. Like they kind of showed me, you know how a mother will shield their child's eyes so they don't see something that they don't want their child to be exposed to? Like that type of energy. Like it's kind of a protective vibe. Some of you might be feeling very protective in regards to your children, quite literally, or protective over yourself, you know, shielding yourself from what you do not want. Some of you might be wanting to hide some information, or like you have information, but you're shielding it or holding it from someone else because it might hurt them and you're not wanting that. I feel it's from good intention. It's from good intention for most of you. All right. Thank you for the $4.99, Justin Rivers. I get like a, yeah, protective mama bear, papa bear type of energy. Okay, whether that's yourself or someone you're connecting with. Okay, let me close my window real quick. All right, so let's see where this is headed for you, Virgo. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's the image I saw. No way. I saw a hand going over someone's eyes, shielding the eyes. And look at this image. That's almost identical to what I saw in my mind's eye. Is that crazy? So this is healing. This is healing energy coming through, but particularly your third eye chakra, right? And your sacral chakra. That may be highlighted during this time frame as well. But I feel, yeah, there's like a healing energy, and the way that you're going about it is to shield yourself from feeling something or saying something that, like I said, would either hurt you or might hurt another. You know, wanting to pull in more calm energy, keeping the calm. And then compromise. Wow, Virgo. So some of you are wanting to reach a compromise here with someone, or you're going to be reaching a compromise this week after doing some like internal healing. I keep getting this message about some of you have some information that you're keeping from someone else because you don't want them to worry or be scared, or to you don't want to hurt them. You know, and if it's not you, then you might be dealing with someone who's doing that for you. And it's not in a malicious way that they're hiding information. It's in a protective way, or at least that's how the person is seeing it if it's not you. Because they're wanting to reach some sort of compromise here or have some healing in the situation, or you do. So let's see. Ooh, 10 of Swords, yes. So there might be some endings here, okay? Or things that need to come to an end that you have yet to heal but you don't talk about. You know, and some sort of compromise being reached in that situation or within yourself. It's like some of our deepest wounds are the things that we don't talk about, right? Because it's personal. And as even if you are an extremely communicative person, you still keep about 70% of your thoughts to yourself. That's a normal human trait. We actually share very little of our true self with the real world. Because most of your life is very much an individual, personal journey. And that's why the relationship with yourself is so important. Because 70% of your life is spent up here with yourself. So do you like yourself? Do you like that space up there? If not, it's time to declutter and start loving yourself, because that's a good portion of your life right there. Right? So, let's see. Whoa, yes, balance, allowing more balance to come in. Libra energy for some of you. Making a conscious choice to avoid conflict or confrontations, or to call someone out. You know, shielding, protecting yourself. That's what I feel. Wow, the Fool, the Emperor. Some of you is to deal with an Aries. King of Pentacles, this is your energy at the bottom of the deck. So you have some sort of new beginning coming up here, Virgo, and it's going to be on your terms, you know. So I feel like heal what you need to heal, come to whatever compromises you need to come to, allow things to end that need to end. But when you go into this next chapter of your life, or as you start the beginning of this week, no better time to start than on a Monday, you know. Then you take your power back into your own hands. You become the decider of how things are going to go moving forward. Because there is new energy coming in, and there is new opportunity coming in, but you got to take charge of yourself and of your life here. And this is really encouraging growth, emotional growth, spiritual growth, from being a bit impulsive, being a bit quick-tempered, to being in control of that and in control of self. And that's really where the healing begins, and taking ownership, all right? And or you might have some healing around a person that has those traits that I just talked about. So let's see, person you're dealing with then. Knight of emotion. So this person's coming from a really emotional space. All right, could be dealing with a water sign. They may want to compromise. They may want to heal things after some sort of ending or some painful event here. And it's like, it's kind of going to be up to you and how you decide to behave, or how you decide to take that, as to whether that will actually occur, whether there'll be justice or balance brought to that situation. I feel it's because I keep hearing the ownership's on you. Take it or leave it. Or like you are the one in the more power position. But I feel this person's ready to open up. If they've been emotionally unavailable, I feel emotionally they're becoming available. I just heard hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. Ain't that the truth? You know? You ever want to see the ugly in someone, hurt them. Because when we're emotionally wounded, we can lash out like no other. Especially my Virgos. Let me tell you, there's a few signs you don't want to F with when it comes to emotions. Because they're going to pull out no stops. Virgo, you're one of them. Virgos, because you have such a sensitive heart, you know. I know people would not usually classify Virgos as that, but my father's a Virgo, my children are Virgos. I've had a lot of Virgo experiences, and I could tell you they have a really soft heart, but if you hurt that heart, they can be hurtful back, you know, right back, like for real. I would say like Virgo's not someone that is going to take it kindly if you cross that boundary. And yeah. So sometimes when you're hurt, you may hurt others. But here's the thing about that: no matter how justified you are when you hurt another, it still only perpetuates more hurt into your own life. Because we live in a world that is designed with law of attraction in place. So no matter how justified you are, and you're still, what you put out, you still get back. So it turns into this vicious cycle of hurt. And that's how we get stuck in those ruts. So maybe time to break that cycle for some of you if you've been stuck there. Through the power of understanding and empathy is what I'm told. All right. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, or another Virgo. Okay, that was kind of deep. If you're in the chat, take a few seconds to bounce out and give me a like, please, so it pushes my video up in the feed. I'd appreciate you. Okay, let's go to Libra. Libra. As crazy as this sounds, I started to see an image of a face, and then the face kind of dissolved before I could see the features of the face, and then I heard ghosted. Okay, actually, I heard Casper the Friendly Ghost. I don't know if some of you like that movie or what, but mostly the term I got was ghosted. Some of you might have ghosted someone ghosted you, or it's just like emotions are ghosting you from the past, things that have been long gone coming up in the past. Now, some of you actually might have be a medium or dealing with one and actually channeling spirit for some of you, or having like an experience like that where you feel a presence, okay, if you're open to that. And if so, acknowledge that. Don't be afraid of it. It's not like the movies. Nothing's out to get you. When we emerge into our energetic state and we leave our physical bodies, we become the absolute love, positivity essence that we were born from, a part of the collective and the God source. And so nothing to fear when you have presence or spirit around you and with you. But some of you might feel that more so this week, if it's not actually about being ghosted or ghosting someone, which I freaking hate that phrase, ghosted, but whatever, take it or leave it. And then, there was another. I got an image of a tulip. I don't know, some of you just might have planted some tulips, like tulips. It looked really pretty. It was kind of like a pinkish color. It is spring. So, or tulips in particular might be significant to you or validation for you. Take it or leave it. So let's see, Libra. Oh, you got the schizophrenia card. I always think this card is so interesting. And the Three of Cups, which is celebration in this deck. So Libra, this is about, first of all, celebrating life and celebrating how far you've come. And this came up in the bonus reading I did on my Facebook 2 days ago. Having a good emotional support network here, and or having that available to you in the energy. But there's some sort of gap here between how you think things should be and how they're actually playing out. And like bridging that gap this upcoming week. You could be dealing with someone that's mentally ill, or some of you might have mental illnesses. And don't be ashamed of that. Let's take the stigma off of that, please. Because we all suffer from things that we don't speak of. Or I don't want to say we all suffer from mental illness, but we've all felt the woes of anxiety or been in a space of sadness or depression, or, for some more extreme measures. But that could be your energy or someone you're connecting with here, Libra. It's like somebody here, though, isn't really seeing the reality of a situation, whether that's you or someone you're connecting with, because there is delusionment here. There is some sort of illusion going on within the energy. And it's like trying to bridge that gap between disillusionment and reality. And is a thin line sometimes between our mind and reality, which our minds are creating our reality. So there really is no separation. If you think about it, right? So this is an interesting message. Okay, so let's go a little bit further here. Six of Swords. You might be seeking some answers, some solutions, a resolution this upcoming week. Pushing past an issue and just wanting it to be solved, wanting to feel good. Some of you may want to reconcile or have a resolution with someone here. Or you. If it's you wanting something to resolve, just know that the person you're dealing with, they're not exactly attached to reality right now. Like there's some disillusionment going on within that person's energy. So that's going to pose some difficulties, right? If they're not seeing the same reality that you're seeing. Mm. Let's see. I got 3 cards. Scorpio energy here. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. Or you might have that in your chart. It's just a very intense energy. It's kind of a secretive energy. It's like read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Like that may be this person's MO or vice versa. There's a lot of like mysterious, secretive energy surrounding this person or just in general right now. This could also be highlighting the full moon that we have coming in, up this week that's in Scorpio. That may intensify the energy emotionally for you. So 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups in the reverse. There's something from the past that you really need to let go of, Libra, or this person does. There's like regrets here about the way things were handled in the past, or maybe even as far as childhood or with your children, if you have children, or a person from the past, like looking at what went wrong with that situation as opposed to what went right. Because no matter how wrong things get in life, if you flip that coin, you can see the well-being that's on the other side of that. And I think most of our brains are trained to see the negative before we see the positive. So it's easy for people to look at their life and be like, oh, that went wrong, that went wrong, that went wrong, and not flip it over to say, okay, but all of this went right. You know, like that went right, that went right. Because there's just as much rightness as there is wrongness in this life. It just depends on where you're focused at. So Libra, where's your focus at, right? Because Spirit's kind of asking you that. It's feeling a little heavy in the energy. There's some healing here. Might be involving an Aquarius for some of you. Healing communication coming in for some of you. But it's like needing to let go of that past energy. Now, some of you are letting go of past regrets. You are coming to that resolution. You are feeling okay about that, and you're ready to forgive or to let go or to relinquish it out of your energy. And if so, that is the resolution that you seek. Wow, some of you are definitely dealing with a Scorpio, but I have Cancer energy out, Pisces energy out, lots of water and air. But even if you're not, doesn't matter. This person's going through a lot of changes, you know, moving things forward, being called in a different direction, or being called to move forward after some sort of resolution is made or an ending is done, made here, made up their mind to move forward. This person, here's the thing, Libra, even if they've made up their mind to move forward, I don't feel this person is of sound mind right now. Like they have some sort of, for some, straight up mental illness going on. If it's not mental illness, then they have some sort of disillusionment in the energy that's not allowing them to see like the truth of something. So it's like they're moving forward, but into what reality, I'm not sure, because they're not really seeing it the way maybe you're seeing it or the way it actually is. Some of you, the best resolution is to cut your losses, because this person, they don't see things the way that you see things. And I'm not sure they ever will, but certainly it could change. But, you know, sometimes losses are not losses. They're a win, because we can take back our energy. We can take back our power, right? Especially if this is an emotionally draining connection. Thanks for the $24.99, Michelle. But that's up to you, right? Some of you want to let the past go, allow forgiveness in. This person's changing. They're ready to move things forward. There could be a resolution here, but that's where your free will comes in. So really needing to carefully evaluate. Do you cut your ties? Do you resolve it? Because somebody is not seeing the reality. And I think it's this person, but it could be you. So don't have your blinders on, Libra. Not this week, all right? There's some secrets here. Okay, I have a song coming in. It's NF. And at the beginning of the song, he says, "Too many voices, too many voices, too many voices." Oh, here the song comes. My life. That's the song. It's just my life, my life, my life, my life. It's just my life, my life. It's a really dark song. I feel it's probably this person's energy, but it could be yours. Check it out. You may resonate, you may not. NF is an Aries. Could be doing with an Aries. Or Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But since it's a general reading, it could be any zodiac sign, guys. Take it or leave it. All right. Scorpio. So Scorpio, I had an image of, at first it looked like someone was going like this, but then as the image got clearer, it looked like headphones, or some of you got your headphones on right now or something, like earmuffs it almost looked like, but they kept showing me a face, just the outline of a face, and they were going like this. So some of you got your music on, or maybe you're listening to headphones right now as you listen to this. But if nothing else, it's like going into your own headspace is what I felt. And that actually being therapeutic for you. So if you're feeling like overwhelmed with the full moon that's in your zodiac sign on Tuesday, it's a good time to like go into your headspace, namaste, play music, whatever. You know, it's almost like I don't want to be bothered energy as well. So even if you're in a social setting, I still feel like you're in your own little world inside of your brain. And just like perfectly okay with that, right? Which is such a Scorpio energy to have. And interestingly enough, okay, I got Gloria Estefan. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me. 5, 6, 7. Time. It's time, or time's up, or something like that. I don't know. Those lyrics might be significant. That song might be significant. Maybe some of y'all listening to Gloria Estefan. I doubt that. No offense to Gloria Estefan, but she's not exactly played on the radio, and I don't picture many Scorpios liking that music, but you could. I don't know. What is Gloria Estefan's birthday? Does anybody know what her zodiac sign is? Let me know if you know. Let me know. Listen, I love to put my headphones on and go in my own freaking world. I could live in my brain 24/7. I could literally never interact with the world and be completely content in my head. And I have a few different Scorpio placements. So I feel that. And it is therapeutic, right? Because then you can let your brain go wherever you want it to go. So you have success here and the source. I've been seeing success a lot in your energy. Is she a Virgo? Okay, some of you might be connecting with the Virgo. I've been seeing the success card come out in your readings, I think like 3 times now. So some of you need to celebrate your own successes, Scorpio, if you're not, because it's coming through and it keeps coming through. Like, let it rain down upon you. And now there's another song. Coming down on me, Elton John. Anyways, there is success available to you in the energy, a feeling of feeling successful, and it's coming from reconnecting to yourself, to your source, and that's what I think going in your head image was about, because the source of all of what you want is not external from you. It is all within inside of you. And that I don't think people even come close to understanding how true that is. Everything that you want is created here first, and then it perpetuates to the outside world and is created here. It's always created in the internal world, the 5D, before it comes to the surface in the physical world, the 3D. So it's like reconnecting with your power source, your power, your energy, right? And going into this headspace where you're kind of creating the reality that you want and allowing yourself and your imagination to go there, because manifestation happens in thought form first. A thought is a manifestation. I know we're so used to our thoughts, we don't think about it that way. But if you really think about the essence of a thought, you can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't touch it, you can't even prove it, but you can hear it and it's real. And because thoughts are energy and a manifestation in and of themselves. So everything begins in thought form. And then everything from creation happens after that, right? So pay attention to your thoughts. Allow yourself to imagine the thoughts in life that you want and start playing it out in your head, but in the way that you want it to be, in a very positive direction, right? In a way that feels good to you. And then let it go. Let it go, move on, and see what comes to fruition, right? Like show it to yourself that your internal dialogue is all that matters at the end of the day and is so important. Thank you, Tammy. So you have the first house here showing up. So this is relating to your outlook on life. Everything begins with your outlook on yourself and then your outlook on life, right? This is also talking about your self-image, your physical body, your philosophies on life, your consciousness, becoming awakening to your own power. This is a really powerful week for you that might prove to be very lucky. And why not? Because if the full moon's going to be in Scorpio, you might as well take full advantage of it and let this be your gateway into the next chapter, right? Your entry point. So some of you want to manifest a connection, a lover, or a relationship that you've had on your mind. And you might very well do that this week because they're giving me the song, I Got the Power. What's that? It's an old, 90s song. I can hear it in my head. Anyways, you've got the power to do just that. So this is the card of manifestation. For others of you, you've been really thinking about maybe what you want in a relationship or what you want out of your current partner if you're currently partnered, and just building off of that, and feeling good about that. But a lot of you want to manifest, like some of you have a specific connection on your mind that you want to pull down into the 3D. And it's like, okay, you have the power to do that, but you got to get out of your own way. And you might have been really in a headspace about it, or wanting to turn off your headspace for some of you, but it's like, even the more you try to push away from the thought, the more you call the thought to you. So some of you are like trying to tune it out, but the more you try to tune it out, the more you think about it, the more it increases in the energy, right? And that's just kind of part of law of attraction and how it works. It doesn't matter if you want the thought or you don't want the thought. The simple focus on the thought perpetuates more like that, more thoughts like that. So if you're going to think about it, then you might as well think about it the way that you want it to be. So you perpetuate that, right? That's kind of what the encouragement here is what, no matter what you're thinking about, if you're going to think about it regardless, then you might as well think about the wanted parts of that, right? Some of you might be manifesting a connection with an air sign here. Or certainly this could be interchangeable, right? An air sign could be trying to manifest a connection with you. But I also have fire here. So this person has the wheel and the eight of emotions. Oh, all right. So this person is walking into some sort of new beginning. It's interesting because in this person's energy, they're feeling like it's time to walk away, you know, from the connection. And you're trying to manifest the connection, or vice versa. There's a difference here of what's happening. I'm not really sure. And or if it's not to walk away from the connection, this person is feeling like, well, it's about time to walk away from this emotional space that really had them feeling like a void. Oh, okay. This person might also be avoiding their emotions, or avoiding, it's a voice of what? Something tactic, an avoidance tactic. So for some of you, it may be that this person is the one going into their head and trying to avoid how they're feeling. If that's the message, Scorpio, then same thing goes for this person. The more they avoid it, the more they call it to them. So they almost have the same encouragement here as you did. This person might be coming back around to their emotions. They're giving me a song, Turn Around. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. What is that song? Every now and then I fall apart. I don't know who sings that. I feel like I should know that, but I don't. Yeah, there could be restrictions here. Not real restrictions, nothing actually restricting anybody from doing anything other than their thoughts about it. Either way, I feel like at the end of the day, what is your answer? What is your guidance? Go to the source. What is the source? You. Go within yourself, all right, Scorpio. So, could be dealing with, I have heavy air and water and fire. I have Gemini in particular, Aries in particular, Taurus here. Could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if I didn't say that, and fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. This card reminds me of Pisces. Okay. Sagittarius. So I got the message about Cliff Notes. How random is that? Cliff Notes. I don't know if some of you, you're a reader, or you read books, or you're studying and you're taking Cliff Notes. For others of you, it's not that specific. It's more like cut to the point, cut to the chase, give me the Cliff Notes. Like, I feel like you don't have time for a long dialogue or a long drawn out talk. At least this upcoming week, you're going to want like action energy like this. And I felt that in the bonus reading that I did on Facebook on Friday. It was like this unbridled, fiery energy that I felt coming in for Sagittarius. So it's like, get to the point, get straight to the point when it's coming to Sagittarius, right? You're not really wanting to over explain. You don't want over explanations. You don't want to get involved in like the nitty gritty of things. It's like, give me the Cliff Notes, you know? Ain't got time for that. I don't know. It's really funny that that message came up because I was talking to a friend on Friday, and I was like, you know, when I was in school, when I was little, not even when I was little, all throughout school, even college, I never paid attention during lectures. Never. And the only way I could get this ADD brain to pay attention was to write everything that the person said down so that I would force myself to stay present in the present moment. But it never held me back from getting good grades because as long as I was able to pick up on key words or the Cliff Notes, I always passed the test, you know? So some of you have brains like that where like you don't need the 350-page dissertation. You just need the Cliff Notes, you know, like you're good like that, Sagittarius, or like you're good on your feet, or this week you might be like quick to understand something before, you know, you even have all the information, like quick on point, you know. Some of you might have ADD, I'm not sure. You got the schizophrenia card. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. Or have mental illness. You might be dealing with someone with mental illness, as I'm talking about ADD, right? But it doesn't have to be, okay? This card can mean a lot of things. Some of you need to let go of something that wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't real. It was real, but there was a lot of disillusionment around it. You know, you might have held on to something that you felt was for you in your highest good, only to find out that it wasn't what you thought it was, or that really what you were holding on to was more of an illusion of what you wanted it to be versus what it actually was. And sometimes we do that. We do that to people and situations. We just really want them, or really want a situation to be something other than what it is. You know, and that's why they say don't fall in love with potential, fall in love with the reality. So some of you may have done that, or somebody you may be connecting with may be going through that. But there's a projection here that wasn't quite lining up with the reality of a situation or of what you thought or felt. This is real similar to Libra. Some of you are definitely got that in your... I just heard 5th house. That's really specific. Some of you might have it in your 5th house and or just be dealing with one. Let's see. Whoa, no way. This card was also in the Libra reading. Okay, even if you don't have Libra in your chart, you might want to go check that out, all right? Because this is really similar. This is talking about wanting a resolution, wanting a solution, and trying to bridge the gap between holding on and letting go. And some of you, once you see the truth and you have the clarity that you need, it will be very obvious what was a delusion and what was the reality. And then that will make it very easy for you to decide what to hold on to and what to let go of. So that's kind of what this full moon is bringing up within you, within the environment as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. This is going to be a really powerful full moon, okay? Because there's other things going on astrologically in addition to. So let's see. Oh, I could not make that up if I wanted to. Do you see what card came out? Libra. I don't care if you're not dealing with the Libra, you don't have any Libra in your chart. I'm telling you, the Libra reading is also for Sagittarius and vice versa. This is just too weird. All right, so even if you're not dealing with them, you don't have that in your zodiac sign, I feel like it's still going to apply to Sagittarian energy. Like, what are the odds of that? Thank you for the $10 Angel Boon. This is really encouraging you to focus more on harmony, cooperation, you know, and to be fair, all right? But to also be truthful, to also be to the point, okay? And you might have someone, they like to dance around the point, or maybe you're dealing with someone that's not seeing the reality of something, and you just want to give them the quick cliff notes, right? Or like, this person is over complicating things and you're wanting simplicity or needing simplicity out of that connection or person, right? No way. The card of Libra. What in the world? This is the wackiest Sagittarius reading I've ever had. Some of you, okay, let me just put it to you clearly. If you're dealing with a Libra, okay, the resolution is coming this upcoming week, and there's some sort of justice served in that situation, and the reality coming out, right? And then you've got the Lovers, Gemini energy for some of you, 5 of Wands. So you've got a decision to make here. To hold on, to let go. Sometimes this card talks about letting go of a connection that feels very, very strong, but is no longer on our path or no longer in our highest good. This could also represent twin flame soulmate energy for some of you. But you've got a choice this upcoming week, Sagittarius, and it's between like finding resolution and letting go, or holding on to the illusion of something that's not rooted in reality right now. Some of you, you've got a connection here, a really, really strong connection that you might have a resolution with or be able to bridge the gap with. But again, somebody's not seeing it through real eyes. They're giving me a phrase, real eyes. 2 words, real eyes. Then they're giving me 1 word, realize. And then they're giving me another one, real lies. I don't think I could say that 3 times fast. Realize, real lies. Basically what that is saying is see it through reality. See the truth of something and realize the lie that lies beneath the surface. Oh, this is complicated. Oh, whoa, Ace of Voices, a Scorpio energy for some of you. Dang, this is intense. This person is realizing the truth. Some of you is definitely Scorpio. Go check out their reading if so. Or they're hearing the truth for the first time. You might have said it before, you might have expressed it in different ways, but this person really isn't understanding it or hearing it for what it is until now. Because there was some sort of illusionment for some mental illness that was like preventing this person from connecting the dots or something. And it's like, okay, now they're hearing it correctly, or they're reaching some sort of clarity that is breaking through the illusion and is allowing a resolution or possibly a letting go but it's definitely creating change within this person. Wow. Wow. All right, so that was intense. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well, though. Oh gosh, you could be dealing with any zodiac sign, right? But I also have fire here. But those are the ones that are sticking out to me. That was crazy intense. Okay. Let's go to Capricorn. I need a drink of water after that one. So Capricorn, I got a few different messages. I got something about being rooted, staying rooted. The other message was there was someone and they were making this, they were doing this, and I realized what was around them was water. And so they were like cleansing their aura or cleansing their face maybe, or something to deal with water. It just kept showing me water rotating like this. Some of you, FYI, if you got jewelry, be very careful around the toilet, because they literally showed me somebody flushing something down the toilet. I don't know if it's on purpose or accident, whatever. That's only going to be for a few of you. I can't imagine that's going to be for a lot of you, but yeah. But some of you, it's more symbolic of like flushing something down the toilet, meaning feeling like it was a waste of time, like, oh, well, I'll just flush that, waste of my time type of energy. There's a message about not wasting your time, okay? It's a really interesting message. Take care of your energy, take care of your emotions, right? It could feel a bit like a whirlwind, or you could be having a lot of mood swings, particularly around the full moon this upcoming week. And I keep getting a part of a saying, something at the root of all evil, which I don't really believe in evil forces, but I'm not getting like the full message. I'm not sure. Let me get some cards out. This is going to be for a few of you, but I heard fraud, waste, and abuse. I don't know. I don't like those types of messages, because I don't want to be like, be on the lookout for something bad. No. I feel like if that applied to you and you're dealing with fraud, waste, or abuse, you know that, and you feel like it's been a waste of time and you might feel emotionally drained over that situation, okay? If you're not dealing with that and you don't know what that message is about, then it's not for you at all. So don't worry about it. But it's like, even if you're not in that situation, I just feel like you feel something was a waste of time, or you might be having periods of feeling emotionally exhausted around the full moon. So let's see. It's a weird message, right? Then you've got the guidance card. I love this card. No way. It's going with the flow. Going with the flow. Look at this person writing on what? Water, energy. Thank you for the $22, Mimi Kim. It kind of looks like something's been flushed away in this card. So the guidance is, no matter what's going on emotionally, to go with the flow, okay? Don't get into this headspace where you feel like something was wasted or you wasted time, because there's no such thing as wasted time, because we learn, we grow, and we evolve from every experience, whether we get the outcome we want or not. And so it's like life is a learning process and a learning curve. And so you can't waste time, right? Because even if you didn't get what you wanted, you still gained spiritual growth out of it. But also, anytime something doesn't work out for us, it's because something better is set into motion, right? So allow the something better to come in. Okay, so just take the guidance, go with the flow, don't get stuck on things. You're being guided as well emotionally too. I heard emotionally recover, maybe physically recover, take time for yourself. Similar to Cancer's message, some of you might be connecting with Cancer. If you are, go check out their reading. King of Pentacles, this is you. And the Nine of Wands. So this is like really encouraging you to stay open. Don't close yourself off just because something may have not worked out the way you wanted it to, because the universe is conspiring to bring you something better, or to bring you something that's better suited for you. So the guidance is to stay open, continue to be generous to yourself, stay determined, don't give up on your goals. Because there is guidance coming through here. There may also be someone coming through that wants to be generous with you, that is making you feel more like empowered or determined, or an energy coming through like that. Thank you for the $20, Megan. Okay, yeah, because you've got Neptune energy. This is really watery energy, emotional energy for some of you. This is highlighting your emotions, your imagination, your memories. It's a very spiritual energy, encouraging you to kind of dive deep, but don't go into escapism. Don't go that far with it. I think that's why they're wanting you to stay rooted, which was the message that I got at the beginning of the meditation. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, or fire. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. Turn around. That's interesting. Who else did I get the message turn around for? Scorpio. You could be connecting with a Scorpio. Got Libra out now as well. Some of you are going to see a turnaround in a situation, or there's just a really strong connection here that's coming together or balancing out. If you haven't been seeing eye to eye with someone and you felt emotionally drained, there's an opportunity to reconcile that, or to be able to see eye to eye, to balance the situation out, to get justice energetically, emotionally, whatever in that. But you got to stay open to it. Like seriously, going with the flow is key. But to me, this speaks of reconciliation. with a soulmate, particularly Libra energy, but doesn't have to be. Like I said, I've got lots of zodiac signs here. If it's not, then it's just like having emotional support from people that love you and that helping to balance out your energy, or having your social circle highlighted even. So let's see person you're dealing with. Thank you for the $4.99, Lisa. No way I got that card twice in a row. I'm sorry, I'm so extra today. Ace of Voices. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio or Sagittarius. The Magician. So this person, they're hearing the call energetically, telepathically from their guides. They're being guided to manifest something, to stay determined, to stay generous. This person might be, you know, open to hearing from you if you haven't heard from this person, or they you, and or getting some clarity that's helping them to move into the space of creating what it is that they want, you know, and not losing that determination here, not allowing themselves to make a wash of something that they actually really want, you know. So this person's getting clarity and becoming wiser, all right? Or they're wanting that. They may want some answers so they know what direction to head into. I heard seek and you shall find. It's really weird because I've felt clear this whole time, and now I'm feeling like mentally exhausted. And I felt it on this person's side. So they may be going, you might have some emotionally exhausting things going on. This person might be mentally exhausted, you know? But if they go with the flow and they follow their guidance, that's going to clear up in this person's energy as well. Definitely could be dealing with a Libra, but I also have Pisces, heavy Scorpio, Cancer, possibly. Could be Aquarius, Gemini. I really have all of the signs out, Earth, Fire. But those are the ones I see in particular. Leo over here. And I felt, yeah, Cancer. Sagittarius. All right. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius. All right. As soon as I closed my eyes, I could hear I Was Born This Way by, sorry, my nose is itchy, by Lady Gaga. Baby, I was born this way. And you know what? Even though Lady Gaga is an Aries, that song is such an Aquarian song. I Was Born This Way. And I saw the image of the star, which represents Aquarian energy. Because that's like an Aquarian motto. Yeah. Aquarians don't really try to explain themselves to others because it would be impossible to explain an Aquarian's brain to someone that's not an Aquarius. So the simplest answer is I was born this way. So some of you maybe you explain yourself that way, or maybe you like that song, but it's kind of like just embracing like your uniqueness, okay, if nothing else. And then they were showing me the Wheel of Fortune, and not the tarot version, the show Wheel of Fortune. They were showing me someone spinning it. And I got the good luck message in Aquarius's last reading. Some of you might be like literally playing a game, gambling, not really sure how to feel about that, but whatever. Lotto, like spin the wheel. It's almost like a spirit's encouragement to, I don't know, be open to good luck coming in for you, and just allow yourself to know that, the wheel of fortune or karma or whatever this is in place and is, headed your way, I feel, for a lot of you. And certainly that could be good or bad depending on where you've been energetically and how you've been feeling. So, really interesting cards. You've got silence and nothingness. Some of you are, to me, this is like complete, like some of you, I hate to say this, some of you have ghosted someone and you're giving them completely nothing but silence, period. There's nothing there. And you might even feel a void of emotion, like not even feeling emotional about it. Or someone could do that to you or has done that to you, Aquarius. But I heard it's kind of a blessing because it's allowing you to collect your thoughts and your emotions, if that's the case. But certainly not all of you are going to be in that category. For others of you, this is just like escaping into your mind, going into like a deep meditation would be really helpful for you, and to clear out the clutter. And it's like, that's kind of how the Wheel of Fortune starts working for you. That's kind of how you allow new things into your existence, is to quiet your mind, which can be difficult for an Aquarius, but to quiet your mind and spend some time thinking about nothing. And the best way to do that is through meditation. But also, there's a lot of therapeutic ways to clear our energy, clear our mind. Sometimes it can be done through reading, writing, driving. You ever notice you kind of go into your own space when you drive? Yeah. Driving is actually kind of a form of meditation, as crazy as that sounds. But it's like you go on autopilot, But it's just like, and also if an Aquarian is being really quiet towards you, what are they thinking about? Nothing. Well, I don't want to say Aquarius isn't thinking about nothing, but they are, yeah. I mean, they're in Aquarian land. That's what I call it. I have a good friend of mine, and he always says, like, Dana, the rest of us live in reality, but you live in Aquarius land, like Dana land. And I'm like, that's so true. That's so true. And sometimes people think like when Aquarius detaches that they're feeling all of this and they're thinking all of this, when really the Aquarian is like not really feeling or thinking any of that. Thank you for the $5 and the 555. Lola in private. But it's like getting into this space too, Aquarius, where you've had to kind of emotionally numb yourself. So some of you have become comfortably numb, as Pink Floyd would say. I think it was Pink Floyd. Don't quote me. Where it's like you have numbed out your emotions, so to speak. And you don't really feel the need to explain that, I feel, and really aren't, I feel, this week gonna push the issue so much. And wasn't I saying that earlier? I don't remember what zodiac sign it was for, but y'all know I'm an Aquarius. But I could go in my head and live there and be perfectly fine for a long period of time. And some of you are doing that, okay? I guess I'm not going to get one of these cards. You have Sagittarius energy at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, the Devil. Capricorn energy for some of you. Some of you, you might have been really stuck on something or feeling chained to an emotion, to a person, to a situation. And the way that you are unchaining that, I have Unchained Melody playing in my head. But the way that you're unchaining yourself from that is by going into like this void. Some of you are avoiding the situation or emotion, but there's silence and nothingness here. And that's actually helping to break whatever bondage this is. Some of you are really attached to your own silence. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, some of you have learned not to attach emotions to other people, but instead to attach it to your own silence, your own well-being, your own self. Like, because some of you are learning to break attachments here. And you might have been learning it through one specific connection or many connections that were kind of toxic or kind of codependent or just had a lot of like iffy energy around them. Some of you are giving the silent treatment, or you're getting it. So I have a really specific scenario that's coming up in my mind that I've been kind of pushing it away, but because it's a bit personal, but I'm feeling encouraged to talk about it. So I'll give you an example of what this energy looks like in real life. So you have the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. There is this stubbornness within your energy, Aquarius. You're really not coming off of something, really not budging, really not moving in the energy. But then the Chariot energy comes in where it's like, okay, time to move forward, time to move on. Some of you aren't letting go of something that you need to move forward from. Or somebody's not letting go of your energy, possibly. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups on this person's side. It's just this closed off energy here, Aquarius, and needing to move forward from that, but there's resistance. Okay? Or you're dealing with someone like that who's very closed off, very stubborn, maybe a bit toxic, but you still like look to this person for change and then you don't see it, or you're waiting for this person to change but you don't see it. That doesn't mean they aren't, but I feel like you're not going to wait any longer or something, or you stopped waiting and you're ready to move forward. And if this is not someone you're dealing with, this is kind of getting tired of your own stuck energy and being like, you know what, I'm going to break loose of this and move forward anyways, okay? Like, take what's mine and move forward, or take what I've learned and move forward, you know? This person is in the Ten of Pentacles, which is really beautiful energy. So you're connecting with someone this week, Aquarius, that you might be connected with within finances or family. You might have a family or a foundation with this person, or they may want that with you, or that's where their focus is. Take it as it resonates. There's love here, whether it's intimate or platonic, feeling very connected emotionally with this person, or they you. Like, there's a deep emotional connection here, Aquarius. okay, that's showing up on whoever you're connecting with page side. So you might be getting emotional support here from this person. Some of you are dealing with two different situations here, one that's emotionally supportive and one that's toxic and nothing's happening, and so let it go. So yeah, that's kind of what I have. So listen, Aquarius, if there has been no real communication with someone for a really long time, or someone ghosted or there's silent treatment, that shit's toxic. You need to let it go. You know, like if someone cannot communicate to you, then um, move on. You know, time to move on because you're getting nothing out of it. It's only emotionally creating a void, and there are better things available to you. Okay, so some of you have been stuck on a connection that's not in your highest good. There's nothing going on, you know, I don't want to say there's nothing going on, but there's a void of emotion or communication which isn't serving you, and it's like you're moving forward from it, or you're being encouraged to move forward from it, because there is other avenues here, other people or connections that are open, and that or you feel connected to. And you know, I'm gonna leave it there, but here's my opinion. I started to talk about this in the Libra reading. When someone refuses to communicate directly with you, that is first of all annoying as hell to an air sign. But also I saw a meme about this the other day. It's like when people run from direct confrontation or just directly communication, they're not running from you. They're likely someone that also runs from themselves, that has trouble even facing their own thoughts and emotions. So don't take it personal. Okay, it may seem personal. You may have taken it personal in the past, but you got to understand that if that's how a person behaves, then that's where they're at energetically and spiritually right now. And you know, to cut, like I said, your losses if you need to. All right. And or if you're doing that, because let's be honest, some of my Aquarians are the one doing that. Just know it's more of a reflection of yourself than that person, if that's the action you chose. Okay, so it could be vice versa. All right, so Capricorn energy here, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer energy here, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius. And let's go back to that song, I Was Born This Way. So some of you, go listen to that song. I don't know, maybe it'll lift your spirits, Aquarius. Okay, Pisces. I immediately got happy when I went to your meditation because one of my favorite Bob Marley songs was on, but it wasn't the Bob Marley version. It was, there's this cute little video I shared on my Facebook, and this sweet little boy, and he was singing it into the camera, and he looked so innocent, and it's three little birds. Three little birds on my doorstep, singing sweet songs. This is my message for you. I said you don't worry about a thing. I love that. Oh, it's every little thing. It's gonna be alright. So I feel like, shoot, Pisces, if you've been worrying, this is a good week to just, let it ride, let it go, because every little thing's gonna be all right. So that song may be significant. Those lyrics might be significant. Bob Marley might be significant. I'm not really sure. Birds, 3 birds. Maybe you'll find 3 birds on your doorstep this week. Wouldn't that be a crazy synchronicity? That would be a definite sign from the universe. But it's just this sense, Pisces, of just like letting it be what it is and kind of enjoying the flow of life and not getting caught up in the anxiety or the worry of something, and just like knowing that everything, always really does work out, and if you could just pull yourself up and could see your life from a bird's eye point of view, you could see the design and the grand design of your life and how things do naturally work themselves out when you take yourself out of the equation, when you stop trying to force things, when you stop worrying over things, when you stop creating blockages where there don't need to be blockages. Things, kind of work out for you and you get into the flow, right? So I'm feeling like, yeah, you're getting into the flow, okay? And every little thing gonna be all right. Oh, I love this card. It's the card of consciousness. So this is being a conscious creator. Do you know what that means? That means that you understand that 1, your thoughts are important. 2, thoughts create things. And 3, those things become our reality. So it's like, be conscious of your internal world. Stay calm, and just have faith this upcoming week that things are going to work out in your favor. And stay conscious, stay aware. This card also kind of reminds me of like Bob Marley vibes, right? It's like Buddha energy here, This reminds me of something I shared on my Instagram where it said, I'm attached to nothing, but I'm connected to everything. And that's really key, Pisces, because connection is rooted in love and attachment is rooted in fear. And there's a major difference vibrationally between those 2 words. And so getting connected with nature and loving life and loving the relationships in your life and loving what you do for a living, that's a sense of connectedness, and seeing how you are contributing to that. Attachment is when we need an outcome, we need a person, we need a thing or an object so that we can feel connected. And there's a major vibrational difference. And so Spirit really encouraging you to get more into connection mode and less in attachment mode. And there's some big changes coming through. There's a thunderbolt here. This is Tower energy. Some of you are having a major awakening. Some of you, what I just said really opened your eyes to something that you've been holding on to. But if not, around the full moon, there's a conscious awakening here. The energy might feel really erratic around Tuesday, Wednesday, around the Scorpio full moon. But if you just remind yourself of that song, maybe play that song and get yourself into that conscious state of being, of knowing everything is working out for you, even when things seem erratic or there's a lot of change. That's a beautiful message right there. Eight of Cups. For some of you, there might be some surprises, surprise changes this upcoming week. That's why they're wanting you to stay conscious, stay positive. The Eight of Cups is talking about walking away and departures. And so somebody might have really surprised you with their ability to walk away from something, emotionally detach, or you did that. You might be surprising some people in your environment you know, changing your behavior or emotions, detaching emotionally. For others of you, this is just seeing the positive in what seems like a negative situation. You know, something that had you shook, something that left your life or someone that left your life, and just understanding that in the grand scheme of things, that it's all working out for you. And so don't worry. Bad thing. But not all of you is that the situation. Some of you, there's just some major changes, walking away from shit that don't serve you, you know, expecting the best. How dare you? How dare you expect the best? Expect the best. Expect the best. It does not suit you to do anything other than expect the best. 7th house of relating, Libra energy for some of you. This is highlighting relationships. So for a lot of you, this is going to be in regards to some sort of relationship, partnership, friendship, whatever. But even though it seems erratic, there is justice being brought or some sort of rebalancing in the energy. Ooh, the 8 of Swords. Oh, I got the same card combination for who? Who just wanted to give up? Taurus. Right? Or maybe Cancer. Perhaps Gemini. I'm not really sure. It's one of those. You could be dealing with any 3 of those zodiac signs. Who got this card? Do you guys remember? I think it might have been Gemini. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Either way, if you've been stuck in your head or feeling a bit restricted, it's just like surrender. The key is to surrender, to put your walls down, you know, put your defenses down. Don't engage in fights you don't want. Don't create conflict where there ain't conflict. Go into that peaceful energy here, Pisces. Some of you are all up in your head about some sort of communication or intuitive hit download that you've gotten. And I don't know, kind of needing to let that go. If you've had your defenses up, I feel that you're just not willing to go to bat for it anymore, or you're letting your defenses down this upcoming week or being encouraged to. Person you're connecting with is the Knight of Materials, the Page of Emotions. Oh, okay. That's a weird song. Okay, so I have good vibrations in my mind. Such a good vibration. Such a sweet sensation. Don't mind my terrible singing. Or this random 90s song. That came out for this person. They're either in a good vibration or they're searching for a good vibration, a good sensation. Or the both of you are. It's after some sort of shakeup here that's making you consciously aware of what you want, without a doubt, helping to pull you out of this headspace where you're uncertain about yourself, you're insecure, or you're doubting yourself, or just feeling like overload. And to go into a good vibration. It's kind of after you let your guard down, when you say enough is enough, when you're like, I'm done, you know. And then this person here, sorry if you can hear my son, they're emotionally open to a connection or friendship. This could be a friendship for some of you. This person is, you know, looking to move things forward, but not like lightning speed. They're okay with taking things one day at a time right now. This is kind of slow movement. This is earth energy. It could be an earth sign. But this person is blossoming in their own way here. And it's opening their heart chakra. After like a period of uncertainty here. So, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there for now. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. Small possibility of a fire sign if I didn't say that. Aries, Leo, Sag. So that's what I have for you today, guys. Thank you for joining me and sticking with me on your Sunday. I love you so much. I'm going to start putting time frames on my readings again. I made them timeless, but they don't seem to, in my mind, they're still timeless, but the algorithm on YouTube really much prefers my videos when I have a timeline on them. People are just more likely to watch it. So I'm going to put timelines back on them, FYI. But the May You versus Them readings are going to start coming out this week. So be on the lookout for that for your own zodiac sign. Those are in-depth you versus thems. Otherwise, we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for the super chat. If you gave me a super chat, if you want more fun stuff, you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana. I did do a bonus reading on Facebook, and I plan to do more over there. It's linked in the About section of my YouTube. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there. Love you so much. Thank you. Until next time. Namaste. Bye.